Okay, hello yarn tubers. Welcome back to Wanderlust Crochet with Dana and Jack over there just chewed up his frozen raw chicken leg for breakfast because apparently it's okay to give them raw bones, cooked bones. Hi. Will splinter, but it's okay to give them raw bones. I did not know that. Did not know that. So, for those of you watching the replay, I have done 8 of these and 4 of these. These are the forget-me-nots, and these are the columbines. And I'm going to be putting them together, single crocheting them together all the way across. Now, there should be 30 stitches to match up, and that's what I'm gonna count right now. Is that there are, because there were 26 plus 2 on the corner. So the one, I got to count these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 17, 18, 19, 20, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So I'm just making sure that I've got 30. Hi, Ellen. I know it's morning. It's morning. Dooley got me some coffee. He likes to give his mama coffee so that she doesn't yell at anybody. And I'm putting I got my columbine and my forget-me-not. I'm putting them together. Which one did I just count? Now I don't know which one I just counted. Nightbot has a lot of responses now. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 28, 29, 30. 30 per side. So, Ellen, where are you on your project? Wanted to check in with everybody, see how everybody's doing on this. Hi, Karen. Well, I just sat down last night and I had 4 of these everything. I had everything done in the centers. I just hadn't done this yet. So I just sat down and I'd had some Blast Energy mixer and I did these sitting in bed last night watching Moonshiners. So still on the first flowers, got sidetracked. You know what? And it's your project, it's your timeline. I will do these lives probably until I get it put together and done, because then I have to move on to the Hag's Christmas Wheel Afghan for this year, plus Robin's crochet along, which is going to be the Lizzie blanket. Hi, Pat. I'm putting these together today. Columbine, forget-me-not. I'm very happy with how these turned out. Hello, Robin. How are you doing? On the I'm getting ready to put these together this morning. I've got to count. Hang on. I'm going to count this end. Yeah, this sweater is just well, the Darla sweater is on the truck. Hello, Jennifer. And that I'll work on occasionally. No time frame on that. This sweater that I'm working on with the crystal cake that Tammy sent me, that is going to stay here in the yarn bus. So let me count real quick. I should have 30 stitches. 1, 2, Whoops, lost count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 13, 14, 15, 16, 6, 27, 28, 29, 30. Yes. Wow, Pat. Well, a lot of people are doing Sophie's this year. Good morning, Pamela. I'm putting squares together. Okay, here we go. And it's just a single crochet join, so nothing too exciting. Good morning, everybody coming in. And this bamboo cotton is just yummy. I love this. I love this. So you guys are going to watch me put squares together for a little bit, and then I've got to start packing it up. Thank you. I really like my Columbine. I love both of them. And the Columbine, they twist. I'm going to show you guys this. They've got a little, she had hers, I may have put these in the wrong, my stitches at the tip of the petals may have been a little bit off to the side, but I love the twisting and I keep encouraging it to twist. It probably won't twist after it's blocked and put together, but they've got a little twist to them, and I just love that. Love the twist. Okay. Putting these two sides together. I like a whip stitch. I like it, things to be pretty invisible. But you know what, and I'm not really qualified to answer that question because I haven't done a lot of putting squares together. It's one of those things that, like my loser friend Laura, she's like, squares? Are you kidding me? Yeah. But I feel that even if you don't get into putting together motifs, that it should be done a couple of times in your crochet lifetime, that it's kind of a rite of passage, right? That it's kind of like paying your dues and getting to better, more experience in crochet. That's just kind of how I look at it. But these, she has them coming together with the single crochet right sides facing so that the ridge is on the back. I have done a single crochet join before, and I really like that ridge. But I have also done like a whip stitch that, kind of made it pretty invisible, but this is going to be really invisible from the front side. The thing about blankets to me is I want these back sides to look just as neat as the front sides. It's very important to me that, those tails are woven in really well. Other people may not be, that worried about it because it's going to be a throw on the back of the couch or something like that. But it bothers me. I'm a little, I'm a little picky about that. So here we go. Going to take this stitch marker out. And I'm going to join the way she has taught us to join. Yeah, I haven't done a lot of joining, so I don't consider myself really was an interlocking single crochet join, and I really like the way it doesn't have a ridge and it looks good. Ooh, okay, don't get me down that rabbit hole. I'm just la 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 la, because that sounds so cool. Now I have to look that up. That sounds so cool. And I'm not, la, 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 la. I can't hear you. Now I'm going to do there we go, into the same stitch in the corner. There's one. There we go. And I love matching thread or matching yarn in a join. Whether it's, got a ridge to it or a braid to it or whatever. I like it to be the same color. Ugh. Got to make sure I'm going into the right one. I bought this ring light at Bimart, you guys. And it's also got a phone holder arm on it that I never use because it doesn't hold my heavy phone. But it does have a phone holder on it. Okay, next one. So we're going to take a columbine and put a forget-me-not on either end of it. So we'll have 4 different pieces when we're done with that particular part of it. Woo! It's getting a little warm. Okay. And thank you, Dooley, for the coffee. Got his mama some coffee. So I thought I'd just do this before I get up and motivated to get myself back onto the truck today. I have to move stuff out of here onto the truck and then clean up in here. And then I got to do the same thing for my bedroom upstairs because when I first got here, I had to move into the bedroom because I thought my motorhome was going to be spending several days at the shop, but those guys were amazing. They got it done that afternoon. Oh, this is going to look so nice, you guys. Okay, yeah. That I got to the point where I was using pieces of yarn for stitch markers because I've got a stitch marker holder that was sent to me that's got a couple stitch markers on it. Good morning, Kathy. But I cannot find like my big container of these plastic stitch markers, which I love using these because they're very practical. I love using those. Okay, hopefully this will match up on the end. I counted these edges like 4 or 5 different times, and then I would set it down and forget which square I counted and which edge I counted to make sure there were 30 stitches. This is why I do, that invisible join so that I'm not dealing with a slip stitch in my count, that it's just the 30 stitches across. Okay. These are going to look so cool. Interlocking single crochet join. Okay, now I have to look this up. Interlocking interlocking single crochet join. Okay, this yeah, it did not come up. And it did not. You're okay, so you're going to have to tell us where you found the Inner Cypress Textiles website. Okay, here we go. Cypress Textiles fiber art. Okay. Ooh. Wow, here's a rabbit hole for me to go down. Oh my goodness, look what you did to me. Oh, look at the Sheepy's Color Lab. I do love the Sheepy's Color Lab. I think that's amazing. Okay, let's search interlocking single crochet join. Nothing found. Okay, let's try crochet join. Oh, is this a join as you go? Oh, I see. With PLT join. So is this she calls it this single crochet hook out or something like that? That would be pretty with the knitting machine panels. Yes. I'm going into the entire stitch according to how Jane has. Yes, join as you go. Let me check my IG. Is okay. Because she's got a join as you go with PLT join. An alternate for joining for suggested yarn amounts of the sheepy, stone washed, and river washed. A simple and narrow join. If you don't have a whole lot of yarn, single crochet join as you go. With PLT join is a mouthful, a pull loop through join. Oh, there's beautiful. I love her blankets. I love these. Good morning, Jen. Yes, I'm doing it the way Jane Crowfoot. It's just part of her pattern. I've got the right sides facing, and I'm going through the full stitch on both sides. Just single crochet, simple, easy peasy. Making sure all 30 stitches are matching up. Be Creative Crafts, Sally. Good morning, you guys. I'm joining squares. And you know what? It's not killing me. SCCGAYG with PLT is what I used. I think that's what was in this. It was under the CJAYG, which is crochet something. I'm assuming the C means crochet, join as you go, with PLT, which means pull loop through. So I'm going to give you guys. Oh, they're beautiful. Yes. Yes, that is, I think I found the Here we go. I'm going to copy this link and put it in the chat. Oh, cool. I'll have to check that out, Jen. Okay, so here is the link for you guys to bookmark that join. It's very pretty. I do like that look. Okay. Taking a stitch marker out. I've got 2 more stitches left. One and 2. Ooh, this is going to be so cool. So cool, you guys. Okay, yeah, go check that out, bookmark it. And I love that website. That is one of the great websites to keep in your arsenal of where to get these amazing. Sally, I am doing it according to her pattern. So I did 8 of the forget-me-nots. I did 4 of the columbines, and then she has you put a forget-me-not on each end of the columbines. Okay, bye, Jennifer. And then I'll move on to beginning the 8 acanthus, the centers for the 8 acanthus rectangles. Okay, so I'm going to snip this. Where's my scissors? Right here. Okay, so I got my 30 stitches across. Pulling through, nothing fancy. I am. Okay. And she says, do not block yet. But now I've got a forget-me-not on one end of the columbine, and now I'm going to put one on the other end of the columbine. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 29, 30. Okay, so yes, I am. The bumpy sticking up on one side. Yes. Oh, you're ahead. You're ahead of me. Awesome. Sally, how are you doing with the acanthus? Oh, thank you, Ellen. She started the acanthus last night. Whoop, whoop. How are you doing with, I think that center part is kind of, it's okay, right? You're not into the complicated stuff yet, or are you? Are you doing yours, centers, and then, one color, do 8 of one color and then 8 of the next color? Or are you completing a square before you move on? How are you progressing in this? Only three rows so far. Yeah. So I'm going to be looking at my colors here in a minute and determining which colors I'm going to use for that. Hi, Carrie. I'm putting squares together. So pretty. So pretty. Okay, so these other two, this other corner, I want to put one of these in. Get rid of these pieces of cotton. I can't find like my big container of these plastic stitch markers. Because when I buy in bulk, that's what I buy because they're easy to use, they're secure, they're not going to come out, and they're not, expensive like the beautiful ones that, all of you guys make here on YouTube. Your center color needs to be darker. Okay. So that's a good thing for me to consider here in a little bit when I go to start those and pick my colors. Okay, I got another forget-me-not, and it's going to go like this. And I'm going to do that with all of these before moving on to the acanthus. Okay, I got to count these again because I can't remember which side I counted. 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 30. Good deal. Okay. And I'm going to set this just like that so I don't forget. I'm very excited about these, Carrie. Okay, I got to count these. One. Oh, I already counted those. Okay. Putting these together, these two right sides together. Got to get my hook in there before I lose those stitches. There. Got my corners together. Okay, that's good to know. If the center isn't dark enough, it just disappears. So when I go to pick my colors for that, I'll keep that in mind. Thank you, Sally. That's what these fruit garden parties are all about. There, first stitch in. Whoop, whoop. Okay. There we go. And for about 3 stitches, I'm not doing that tail pull through trick that she taught us to do when we're in the rounds. I'm actually leaving it in, and I'm crocheting over about 3 stitches worth of that tail and then leaving it down so that I can still weave it in nicely at the end. But I want this blanket to last a long time. So let me see something. Where is that other stitch? Right there. So right there. My glasses aren't doing a good job this morning. There we go. Okay. There and there. Okay. Dropping the tail. My centers haven't been very dark. I've got the green in one and the raisin in the whatever color, kind of a purpley color in the other. Okay, now I think we're just going along, matching them. Thank you, Dooley, for giving your mama coffee this morning. Kind of excited to start the acanthus, because that's supposed to be the most complicated square, because it's actually a rectangle and it's got a lot going on, very complicated. Carrie, I'm going through both stitches on both sides in a single crochet, just because that's what the pattern said. And that's what her accompanying video said. So in the description box, you guys, is the playlist, Jane's playlist for her crochet along. Julie, hi, you guys. The winner of the Crochet Wars of 2020 is here. Julie, oh, it's so good to see you. Love you, girl. Yes. Well, we just started what? When did we start, you guys? January, around the 1st of January. We started, making Jane Crowfoot's fruit garden blanket, and I'm putting a couple of squares together this morning. Sweetheart. Oh my goodness. I think about you every time I drive through Flagstaff. I'm like, oh, she's right over there. She's right over there. Oh, honey. Oh, so good to see you. Oh my goodness. And we did a giveaway party on Saturday night, and Joe was in here. And then where were we, Robin? We were in one of your lives, weren't we? Oh, yeah. And Joe and Nikki Boo were in there I think that was on Sunday. Was that Sunday? Yeah, when we were talking about our crochet classes that we're taking, our online classes. Oh, it's so good to see you. And Segal, I've been seeing Segal. Okay, the next time I can stop in the Flagstaff area, I'll make sure you know about it. Oh, honey. So good to see you. So good. Okay, 2 stitches left. I'm taking stitch markers out. There we go. 2 stitches left. And then this set of joins will be done. 1. Oh, honey. Oh, so good to see you. Beautiful Julie, you guys. You should check out. She's got videos up too. Love seeing Julie. Oh my goodness. You guys should check out her channel, Kept in Stitches with Julie. Okay, here we go. Need a chain and a pull through. Okay, you guys. There's 3 put together, 2 forget-me-nots, and a columbine. And see, you're right about the center, Sally. The green center on that columbine, it does disappear. I would like to see that pop a little bit. So I'll take a look at that on the acanthus when I start it. Okay, One set done. Let's do another set. Need 2 forget-me-nots and a columbine. Thank you, Julie. I love on this columbine. I love how the long, thin petals they got a twist to them. But I'm afraid that twist will go away when it's blocked and washed and all of those things are done. But if you guys can see, there's kind of a twist to them. And I think that looks really cool. It's kind of hard to see in my camera on my laptop. Okay. I'm not going to count this time. I'm just going to do it. Just going to do it. Get myself some. I love this bamboo and cotton. Look at that, Dana. You didn't weave in an end. I have an end. Oh, I'm such a naughty crocheter. Let's do it. Let's sew that sucker in. There we go. I'm a naughty crocheter. Oh, aren't the columbines great? I love both of them. The forget-me-nots and the columbines. I just love them. Okay. Time to weave in some ends. We're going this way. One. I don't weave in the way she does. Hi, Diane. I do them my way. I do them the way Mikey taught me to do them. Maybe Mikey isn't as sophisticated as Jane Crowfoot, but I like how secure these are. I've never had a problem. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Make sure no little tails are sticking out. Looks good. See, I like my backside. I want my backside to look good. Aren't they pretty? I love these. Okay. Putting the right sides together. What the joins? She just does single crochet across, and there's 30 stitches across if you include the corners, and she just single crochets into them. There's that one. Putting my hook in. And then there's that one. With everything being this off-white color, I don't want to lose. My eye loses the stitch without. Thank you, Melanie. Thank you, Ellen. Okay. Single crochet across. I like her join for the single crochet. And like I said, I am, instead of doing how she pulls the tail through usually on a single crochet join, I'm not doing that on these. When you join into the round with a single crochet, she has you pull that tail through. Well, I'm not doing that on the square join. I'm actually leaving it in, kind of tightening it up, and then crocheting over the first 3 stitches and then dropping them. And then dropping the tail. So where are we now? Right there. Okay. Yeah. And they're all lining up. Very nice. Hopefully I won't get marked off for that single crochet ridge on the back by the judge. In my mind, in my imagination, my imagination's really gone wild about entering the Clackamas County Fair because something, I don't remember what, I maybe I looked at years past on the crochet items that were entered, and let's just say it's not like Gem County in Idaho. I love that, Sally. I love that poke through, that peek through color. See, I use the indigo to peek through on the underside of those petals. I love that. Love that. But yeah, I've been looking for some reason a couple years ago when I looked at the Clackamas County Fair, it gave me the impression that we're talking about real crocheters entering that fair where, my Gem County in Idaho, one person and her, I'm just going to say, not that great crochet skills, is winning all the blue ribbons because she's the only one entering. And, I would really like to see her move on and develop some skills, to be a better crocheter, because I'm embarrassed for her that, she's so proud of what she's doing and she's been doing it for years. And I would really, if I was talking to her, face to face, I would encourage her to move on. But her motivations are different than mine, so different crochet motivations. Because if we expand, I mean, I'm not a, lover of amigurumi, but I've done it, and it has made me a better crocheter to do that. It has made me more experienced and knowledgeable and, better muscle memory kind of stuff. Okay, it all lined up. Yay! I'm going to take the stitch markers out of the corners. Dun, 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 dun. And I think it would make her a better crocheter in, the kind of projects that she likes to do, that she does all the time. And they would actually be worth more when she sells them, because she sells the, and I would like to see her raise her prices, but I think I'm under the impression her motivation isn't to make a profit, because she's not. Her motivation is to just outsell everybody, which is unfortunate because there's so much more to this art form than, I don't know. She does a lot of things that she can't help. Okay. Okay. So, Columbine and Forget Me Not put together. Now I'm going to put another Forget Me Not on it on the other end. What did I do? What did I hit? I hit my mouse. So where are you at on this, Ellen? You said you got sidetracked on something different. Robin, where are you at on this? Of course, they're your projects. Yeah, it's not the greatest motivator, but we've learned over the years that that's her MO. It's too bad. It's right there. Okay, I'm going to put my hook in there because otherwise My eye is going to lose it again. No. No, Dana. It's right there. Okay. Maybe I need to up the magnification on my dollar store glasses. I can't. La la la. Yeah, the art. Exactly, Julie. Robin's over there going, la 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 la. I can't hear you. I'm going through a tunnel. Nightbot's flirting with you, Robin. Whoop. There we go. Now, into the same one for a single crochet. 1, gritting my teeth. No bites from Pampered Chef. Ooh. Oh, cool. Cool, Ellen. I've never done a pattern test. I'm not very good at following directions, so sometimes I don't play well with others. So I don't think a pattern test is in my immediate future. I think I'm intimidated by doing pattern tests and not doing them the way they're supposed to be done. You know, I hear people talk about, you know, when I call for pattern testers, this is what I want. I'm like, okay, I'm not going to do it. Here we go, flying right along. Yeah, Nightbot, she is flirting with Robin. Oop. Stitch down. Stitch down. Here we go. Yeah. Oh. I'm going to close that and let me turn down the volume on this. Mute. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, so now I can see the chat better. All right, I almost have my second 2 out of 3 done here. Might have to get some breakfast rolling. But I want to get these 3 sets done and then pick out my colors for the acanthus. The acanthus is so pretty, you guys. So amazing. Oh, let me show you guys what I got in the mail the other day because I have been drooling. My heart has been breaking over this cross stitch. Pumpkin Patch Farm. And Robin bought me the chart. The blue backgrounds to my forget-me-not squares while working on 7 other whips. Yeah, I would like to just sit here. You know what I'd like to do? I'd like to get one of those. autonomous trucks that, you know, they need a driver sitting in the seat, and I can sit there, earn my miles, and crochet. Isn't that cute? Oh, it just breaks my heart, Julie. I next year, the goal is in 24, I will order the floss for it. I love it. Pumpkin ceramic buttons, Laura. Yes. I'm just in love with that. And she bought me the chart. Did I not do this right? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, it's lining up. My gauge is a hair different. But she says do not block these yet. Those two. Oh yes. They lined it. They lined up. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. I'm going to have to order more of these stitch markers because, you know, cheap in bulk stitch markers is what I need because we're going to be using so many of them for this. Okay, there's one. There's the other one. And last stitch on here. Yay. Okay, 2 out of 3 done. Yeah, I think switching around is sometimes the best. I get bored with a pattern, which is why I have to do patterns like this, like the Phoenix and the Ardith and this, because I am definitely not bored with this. Okay, 2 out of 3 sets done here. Now, one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then I need to look at the book because where do the others go? The others go somewhere else. Okay. Oh, no, not others. I have to do 4 sets, not 2, not 3. Duh. Losing my mind. Haven't had enough coffee. Losing my mind. Yes. Okay. Hee hee. I think these are so pretty. So pretty. Okay. I have really enjoyed this. But man, do I get pain in the joint. And I get a knot in the web between my thumb and first finger. If I could design a coffee IV drip, I would be. That's right. I also have my Blast Energy mixer that I put about an ounce of it in my water. That Blast Energy mixer is what really gets me going. I'm taking that on the road with me. Okay, don't get lost, Dana. Don't get sidetracked. You've got 2 more of these sets to go. Don't go down a rabbit hole. I want to look at that website, that Cypress Textiles. Such a cool, oh, that Sheepy's Color Lab is just amazing. New project, Color Lab Cal, crochet blanket in whirl yarn. Oh my goodness. Uh, someday I want to do a Afghan that mimics the grandmother's flower garden quilt. And I think I found a book. I am doing the color lab. I have a couple of the squares done, but I'm way behind schedule. Wait, you know what? It's your blanket. Just like with this make along, I keep telling people it's yours. It's your timeline. There's no schedule. Robin is doing the have you Julie, have you seen the crochet along murder mystery at Rosewood Manor? It is so amazing. I'm going to put that link. I'm going to go to Etsy. That is so amazing. And if she does another one, I might do it like next year, but definitely not this year. If she doesn't do another one next year, then I'll do the one that she did this year just on my own. Let me put Mystery Rosewood Manor. Ooh. Now I'm getting distracted by the cross stitch samplers. Okay, open this in a new. Oh, a ton of cross stitch samplers came up. Ugh, rabbit hole. Okay, I want to look at that one. Wow. Okay, Mystery at Rosewood Manor. I'm going to put this link in the just in the chat. Oh, Julie. Yes, for anybody who doesn't know what that is, just in case, I'm putting that in the. Yeah, well, Julie, Robin's doing that, Roaming with Rover. Sally, a lot of people. Yes, please link it. Okay, yeah. Yes. A Desiderata cross stitch sampler. Ooh, I'm gonna look at that. Desiderata cross. Wow, those are amazing. Desiderata. I don't even know if I'm saying that correctly, but those are amazing. Oh, there's a. Wow. Okay, rabbit hole. La 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 la. Run away from that rabbit hole. That's right. The story is amazing. I just have, so much I was already. Yeah. Rabbit hole. Thanks a lot, Laura. But when she started the mystery at Rosewood, when I first heard about the mystery at Rosewood Manor, I still have my scorched earth list going on. So so many things I want to do and so little time, especially while I'm driving truck. Someday, when I'm retired out in the middle of nowhere, I will be doing nothing but. Now I lost it. Okay, one. Okay, there it is. Nothing but crocheting and videos and yeah, way to go, Laura. I'm so easily distracted. Okay. Oops. Ah, lost it again. Okay, stitch down. What's that all about? What is that? Oh my goodness, Wanda, you be careful. What did I just, Robin, what did you just send me? What is this? You're going live right now? Well, I'm in the middle of a live. Hello. Okay. I don't understand what you just sent me. Nobody told me about anything. Hello, Fishing Man. Oh, for next week. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, for the Rad Girls? Is that for us? Well, and Wanda is recovering from a little head injury. Bonk. Yes. Hello, Fishing Man. Okay. No, I don't know what that is. Okay. Okay, yeah. In the middle of a live, I don't know what's going on. I've got too many distractions. I have no idea what you're talking about. No clue. Okay. Going along on number 3 of 4. I kept saying 2 of 3. Oh, okay, okay. All right. So that's what that is. Are we going to make it a surprise or and when is it scheduled? I don't know I don't know any details. I have no details. I have no idea how we're doing this. Timing. Okay. Okay. I'm lost. I haven't been a part of the whole conversation, so I don't know what we're doing. Some kind of live next week, you guys. Chickens, I've had issues with my hens laying. I know it's winter and they're slow, but they have never stopped. It depends on how much. This is what I understood. I raised a lot of chickens for a while, and I kept a lamp on a party on the live. Yeah. I kept a lamp on a timer so that like 5-6 o'clock in the evening, the lamp would come on. Hi, Marion. The lamp would come on and then it would go off. They needed 12 to 16 hours of daylight. That's what I did to keep my hens laying. Plus, they got a heat lamp too that was on a timer, but they needed daylight. So you need, UV for 12 to 16 hours. And then I gave them, dark time later in the morning. Or did I do I don't know. I just made sure that they did get some dark time, but 12 to 16 hours of daylight. And I kept that lamp on a timer. And I also kept a heat lamp on a timer. Some parts of the winter, I had to keep the heat lamp on, a couple of heat lamps going, all day long, all day and all night because, I was in Colorado. But yeah, I raised a lot of chickens That's been my experience. That's what I understand about it. I am not the be all end all expert on chickens, but I raised rabbits for the dog people who did raw feeding for their dogs, and and in school I raised show rabbits, and I've also done chickens. So to me it was daylight, and that's what kept my chickens laying in the winter. Okay, 2 more left. Here we go. There we go. Yeah, that's what I did. I just bought one of those timers. They're kind of a plastic wheel thing, and plugged it into the wall and plugged in a lamp, and I made sure the bulb in it gave off UV rays. I will never forget that batch of chickens. Oh my goodness. Yes, they do, Melanie. They do. Um, and from what I understand, it's because of daylight hours. Boy, I've got a real scar going across that one, but only on the back. Not on the front, but others I didn't get a scar. Oh, there's a little bit of one there. Yes, I love having chickens. Love having chickens. I hate neighbor dogs when it comes to chickens. I never had Brahmas. But I love Brahmas. Of course, I had Silkies because I was in love with Silkies, and I didn't have actual. How do you pronounce it? Anacondas. They're different. There's like two different. There's the anacondas, and then there's Easter eggers. And I got Easter eggers because I wanted colorful eggs, and I got a gold star, which is a gold hybrid, and same thing with a red hybrid, not exactly a Rhode Island red, but a hybrid. I had like 12 chickens, and I got like a pair of hens of each. I just, when I ordered the chicks from the hatchery, I think, is that Ideal down in Texas? Anyway, when I ordered the chicks, I ordered like a pair of hens of each breed. I was just playing around, and but I never got any of the giants. I got some colorful ones because it was a hobby, and it was fun. Yeah, but I do love my silkies. Love silkies. They're special chickens, special. And my white silky hen, um, I had a black silky rooster. Of course, he was an obnoxious man of the chicken coop. We dealt with him. He was um but he bred all the hens, and they talk about silkies being really broody, sassy, like she brooded everybody's chicks. Everybody's chicks. She was such a good little mama. Good little mama. Okay. Join and single. There we go. And a single. I'm going to do 3 of them over that tail. I don't think Mom's let the boys out yet this morning. I haven't seen them. The geldings, Jake and Deacon. They haven't been out here running and bucking and farting and biting each other's knees. Bite my knees, bite my neck, bite my knees, bite my neck. It's a game horses play. Okay. Getting there. I was so excited about the fact that I got all of my columbines done last night that it's the first thing I thought of this morning to to get these connected and then pick out my colors for the acanthus. Yeah. I think Brahmas are amazing. I think they're beautiful. Jake and Deacon. I love the name Deacon. I don't care if it's a horse or a character on TV. I love the name Deacon. Oh, yeah. Couple of silly, obnoxious geldings out there playing. And the pasture fence comes right around the nose of the motorhome. So the little mooches, they come up and they start staring at me through the windshield saying, we want cookies, Dana. Yeah, I love that name, Deacon. Did you get under? No, that's not right. That's not right. Here we go. That ain't right. There we go. Yeah. Hello. There we go. That's a join. That's an invisible join. That's why that's so tight right there. But that's good. That's why I do those. I had Australorps. Oh. Thank you for doing that public service, Laura. Foxes and coyotes. I can't stand them. And my neighbors were feeding them in the neighborhood. We had like this rural kind of neighborhood, like 5-acre, lots. My neighbors were feeding them. I wasn't. Stupid neighbors. It's ridiculous. Exactly, Julie. It was dumb. And then I saw a neighbor who had been feeding them so much. Mama and her kits were living in his culvert next to the road, and he was feeding them. And then he got the neighbor kid was coaxing the neighborhood kid to hand feed one of the babies. Oh, idiot. And the kid's mom, hi LaShara. The kid's mom was standing there next to me watching all this happen. And I looked at her and I said, that is stupid. And walked away. Olaf? I hope these are going to line up. Did I not get them to line up? We'll see. It's hard to tell. Oh no, I'm off by one. think it's right there. Okay. Starting over on this one. Yeah, it was ridiculous. Yeah, he would get someone else. Right. Stupid. Feeding foxes. Ugh. Oh, I started in the wrong one. Okay, let's start. Okay, that's why they didn't line up. Duh. Duh. Feeding foxes. And those foxes were so fearless. One night, I walked there was a wooden gate that separated the backyard from the driveway. And I opened that gate and started to walk to the front. And a young fox crouched about 30 feet away from me and then started running, like charging me. I don't care what they look like. That fox didn't live long. Duh. Yeah. Yeah, I ran inside and got a rifle, and that fox didn't live long. Neighbors be damned. Okay, that is not where that hook goes. It goes right there and right there. Okay. There. Okay. Now we're lined up. Good morning, Marshall. Good morning. I am joining squares in the fruit garden, Cal. And after I join this square that Dooley's going to refresh my coffee. This one's tough with the invisible join. There we go. Got it. Got it. Okay. Oh. Anyway, I'm not a fan of foxes or coyotes. I don't want them, like my desire is not to exterminate them. I want them out of neighborhoods. Because we all have to live here. They need to stay. We have so much undeveloped land in this country. You know, everything needs to be in balance. That's why part of the reason why we have all that undeveloped land in this country. And why we maintain undeveloped land. Yeah, I don't care where you go. Yes. Yes. But these idiots think that it's cute to feed them. They lined up this time. Yay. Before I finish that, I'm going to get this heated and get my coffee just a little warm so that I can refresh my coffee. Yay. My stitches lined up. Yay. Yes. One more. There. Seriously, Laura? Ugh. A zebra cannot change their stripes. People amaze me. Okay, 3 out of 4 done. Yay! Last set coming up. I'm going to put these in this bag. In the forget-me-not bag. And 1 Columbine. I can't even watch that stuff because, oh, yeah. I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm a happy person. I'm very happy. I cannot get myself all upset about other people's stupidity and things that people do to other people. I'm happy. We were having this conversation the other night in the house with my mom and Aunt Martha, and they're like, you have such a happy life. I do. And occasionally somebody asks me if I'm dating anyone. No, I'm happy. No. Not going to lose my mind over some guy. I'm happy. When my husband passed away in Afghanistan, yeah, you're making rabbit holes. Yeah. I love my husband dearly, but I don't want another one. There were things I loved about being married, things I absolutely loved, but not doing it again. Oh, there it goes. Okay, 3rd stitch over the tail, and then I'll refresh. You send me down these rabbit holes, Laura. You're not helping me focus. Okay, look out, Bubba. Okay. A little bit of sugar-free cinnamon dolce syrup. I'm not going to put butter in it this time. I did my butter. And a little bit of Redmond's real salt in my cup. Shut that off. And Dooley coffee. Okay, you guys, I'm going to have to take a 1-minute break. I'm going to have to go to the little truck driver's room. I'll be right back. Excuse me, Jack Jack. Excuse me, pardon me. Introduced to Dana's Coffee. Vixens, yes. Oh, it's amazing. And we get enough iodine in our regular diet. Seriously. Seriously. Well, and I've even been putting like a half a teaspoon of the Blast Mixer Energy in some of my cups of coffee, but this time I put like a teaspoon in my Smart Water. So that's my next beverage as soon as I'm done with the coffee. Redmond's Real Salt. Oh, that's hot, but it's very good. Okay, I'm going to get this last one finished. I kind of want to start on the acanthus. Yes, that one is like the original is kind of a cola flavor. And then I also have a tropical one. And I put them, okay, so here we go. So I don't drink Red Bull unless, I don't have any of these and I feel like I need an energy drink. Excess energy drinks, they have a lot of caffeine in them, but they're full of B vitamins, more so than any other energy drink. Okay, well, the basic syrup for that, Energy Blast Mixers. So this one's a classic, which is also what that flavor of, these come in other flavors too. This is the classic. So I'll take a sip of this off the top and I'll put a big heaping teaspoon of this in it and I'll double the fun. And then this is the tropical. And then there's the cranberry grape. And I also have these in a cranberry grape, but these can be put in anything. And they're big money makers for people who sell drinks like at a parade or, they'll like put it in, they'll make like snow cones out of them and all kinds of drinks or just put them in water. Hi, Melanie. Yeah, they're all flavored. I think there's 4 different flavors. Tropical, the classic, the cranberry grape, and I don't remember what the other one is. I sell them in person. I do not sell them online because I can get them and sell them to you and they'd be cheaper for you than if you tried to go online and purchase them because I get a discount. They are not an Amway product like these are, but Amway IBOs like myself, we get great discounts on them. And, maybe I'll sell a couple at, I'll take one bottle and use it for, samples at the Yarny Social. And then I'll have a couple bottles for sale like I will the LOC. I don't want this to go. There we go. Now, Yes, we will need that energy. At the Yarny Social, you guys, Boise, Idaho, September 7th through the 9th. I think we're pretty close to making a final decision on. Okay, welcome back, Robin. And thank you for sending me that link and explaining what it was, because I was like, wait a second, what? Thank you for sending me that. I don't know how you want to reveal that. Yes. Blast. We are going to have the Pacific Northwest Yarny Social September 7th through the 9th in Boise, Idaho. Carrie came up with some great options for a venue, and I think we are pretty much got it narrowed down to one. Tickets will be sold online at Eventbrite for $55 for the first 20, $65 for the second 20. Also, the first 25 people to register will receive a very nice swag bag when they check in. And yep, plans are being made now. We're going to have some vendors. We're going to have a very special guest, I believe. Okay, I didn't know what your reveal plans were. Here, why don't you just come up here, Missy? Just saying. Facebook Messenger, Robin. Where are you? Robin. There you are. Okay. Why don't you come up and talk about it? Because you actually know more about it than I do. Okay, Facebook Messenger. You are on. Okay, crap. Let me brush. Yarny Social, September 7th through the 9th, Boise, Idaho. And you know what? That's an etiquette thing that I'm off on a different subject now. That Robin was just talking about. A lot of times people will come into a chat and they're like, hi all, I'm dealing with this in my life, and they're basically, they come in and they hijack the live. Right now, Robin is not hijacking my live. Carrie's not. Nobody here has hijacked the chat today. These are things that, yes, I want to talk about on my live today. The Pacific Northwest Yarny Social in Boise in September. The first 20 are going to get discounted tickets, $55. They will be sold on Eventbrite. There will be some Eventbrite fees. Last year, I spent thousands of dollars to do the Yarny Social, and which was fine because it was so worth it. It was so worth it. But this year I wanted to make sure that I didn't end up out of pocket. I want to break even. So $55 a person. There will be patterns and tutorials and gifts and vendors and all kinds of fun stuff. So, a lot of people don't realize that there's such a thing as coming in and hijacking a live. I don't think people a lot of times do it on purpose. Sometimes I think they do. I think we have a lot of people who do it on purpose. They come in to get more eyeballs on them, and it's part of the reason, like I don't do the drop command for Nightbot, because there are people who come into lives and they drop like every 5 to 10 seconds. They'll type in the word drop. It's very selfish. It's very cluttering of the chat. Your blanket is really turning. I'm going to start mine here. Oh, you got your yarn. Tell me again what kind of yarn you ordered. Because you're going with the duck egg. The love is enough. No, absolutely not, Julie. You did not. Nobody here has come in here and under my personal definition of hijacking, no, you absolutely did not, Julie. Nobody in here has hijacked. But I just wanted to point out, our definition of hijacking, if she came in here and just started talking about something that would have taken everybody's focus off what we are already talking about. Oh, there she is. Then that would have been a hijack. No, you absolutely. With a little twist here and there. Awesome. Hi, Robin. Hi.
I was already dressed. I want to put that out there first. I was dressed. But
whoops.
There was
no. I want to shift this.
The hair was ugly. I had no light in here. My lamp decided not to work this morning. All the things.
That didn't work. Here we go.
Oh,
there we go.
Now can everybody see me? Now I got over here so I can see what everybody is saying. Hi, good morning, everybody.
Yay, Robin's here, you guys.
Too. Hi. There's everybody's comments. No, not top chat, live chat. There we go. I don't know why it does that all the time. I don't know. I don't even know what top chat means. It always pops over there. Look at you working on stuff first thing this morning. I'm like, oh, for God's sakes.
And just so you guys know, I am not dressed yet. I'm still in my pajamas. I did brush my hair, though.
Yeah, well.
There's that.
Most mornings at this point in time, I'm still in my pajamas. So
yeah.
But I don't know why I decided to get dressed right away. I got dog hair all over me. I wonder how that happened.
Weird dog hair, huh?
Strange. Odd. Yeah.
Okay, so tell everybody what we're doing and when we're doing it.
We are. So I am lucky enough to be friends with some of the most wonderful ladies on YouTube. And a few weeks ago, y'all know how much I am struggling with this mystery thing.
Bonnie.
Oh, my Lord. So I was, I had connected with Amber, Miss Amber from Amber's Foster and Crochet. And she and I spent an hour crocheting together, just like this, the two people. And we had such a delightful time. We cooked up a little plan. And we decided we're going to start a new live, what would you call that? A broadcast, telecast, thingy bobber, weekly live show. It is not, first of all, it is not going to be one of Dana's marathon lives. We put that right out there, right at the front. Because you know how it is when Dana and Robin get together. Next thing you know, you've been live for 6 hours. We're not doing that. No. So
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know. Yeah, I wonder. 36 hours later, we're still live. So every Tuesday morning at 10 o'clock, at noon o'clock Central. So that's 10 o'clock my time. That's why I'm getting confused. We are going to be doing Ladies Who Lunch. We're calling it what are we calling it?
The Rad
Girls Lunch Time. Rad Girls Lunch. Something like that. It'll be in the title. Rad Girls Lunch. So the Rad Girls are, and I didn't make that title up. The Rad Girls are Robin from Roaming with Rover, Amber, R-A, Amber from Amber's Foster and Crochet, Darla from Darla's Crafty Yarn Owl. Yay, Darla. And Dana from Dana's Wonderlust Crochet. So those are the Rad Girls. And so every Tuesday morning at noon Central, we're taking a lunch break. And just like when you have a lunch break with your besties, we're bringing out our crochet and we're going to crochet together and we're going to just work on a little project and we're going to chit chat and we're going to talk about the new sale that came up and just just a little break, and nothing serious, and just having fun. And it's limited to 45 minutes because it's a lunch break. And it really truly is a lunch break for some people on this thing. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I got to give a link to Darla.
Oh, good.
And Darla, the crafty yarn. Oops, not Darlin Beach Boys. Darla. Crafty
Yeah, I
yarn.
didn't tell her I was talking. As always, I didn't tell anybody I was getting on here. I was just,
right. Crafty yarn owl with Darla. Here we go. Copy. And
I don't think we can get Amber up here. She's working.
Okay, so there's a link to Darla's. Yeah. And now Fostering Crochet. Yeah. Here we go. By Amber Allen. She is so funny. She's hysterical. She's going to carry the whole live.
Oh, yeah. And she's the one on the really tight time frame. So she's going to be the one keeping us on schedule. It truly is her lunch hour. So there'll be no fest. And here's the important thing, you guys. It will be bouncing. So it'll be 1 week it'll be on my channel, 1 week it'll be on Dana's channel, 1 week it'll be on Darla's channel. Amber doesn't have time because it is her lunchtime. She doesn't have time to set all the stuff up to do a live. So she's choosing not to run it on her channel. That could change later, but for right now, she's choosing not to do it. So the announcement will come from a different one of us each week. We'll probably set up, I'm trying to get all the details figured out, but in theory, we will set up some kind of schedule. So first week, it'll be one person, second week, but we'll have the same thumbnail. And that's what I was sending to you this morning, was so you could look at the thumbnail, see what you thought.
Cool.
And so we would have the same thumbnail. And so you'll always recognize that thumbnail once we get one decided on and figured out. I'm trying to find a cute little design, a cute little cartoony thing. I'm not loving what I'm seeing out there. But the other thing is, how when you do a StreamYard and you go to do a picture on there, it compresses it. So your picture is big and beautiful, and then it cuts it way down to this. So what you see doesn't always come through well. So but I found 4 or 5 pictures that I liked, and I was going to set it up to the group to say, hey, what do you guys think about this one? And I tried them, and they shrunk down okay. They shrunk down nicely. So
I have an idea.
Uh-oh, she's got an idea. That's not good. Never good.
I'll send it to you guys. It would basically be our like your picture of Max, my YouTube picture, their YouTube
love that.
Okay, so
I didn't know how to do that and combine them together and get them in a format that I could download it to.
I have a collage maker that I might be able to do on my phone. We'll see.
Okay. Yeah,
we'll see.
So that's what that is. That's what it is. I hope that you guys will join us and grab a project. The thing that it was 2 different things that really sparked this in my brain. The first one was when I was sitting with Amber, and we were just crocheting and chit-chatting and working on our projects, and I was like, I am stuck here. What does this mean? What do you think this means? And just chatting back and forth, and we were figuring stuff out. And I'm like, and both of us, when we were done after an hour, we just went, this was so much fun. And once in a while a kid would pop in, and with me, it's always a dog jumping in, and Mister's doing something in the kitchen after I've told him to be quiet, and he ain't never going to be quiet in the kitchen. It's just not happening. It's not in his DNA.
That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I don't like polished. It starts this coming Tuesday.
Correct. A week from today. Yesterday. A week from yesterday. Tuesday that happens.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, I don't like polished lives.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know,
this one
I
is
think
not
they
gonna be
have their
polished, not with the
place.
4 of us.
I think that lives have their place when there's like a microphone in front of their
Yeah.
face, and you know,
Or
that's
you're
a
trying to learn something.
different thing.
So, yeah. When I'm doing my interviews, I want it to be quiet in the background out of respect for the person that I'm interviewing. But
Okay,
when
yeah, I
this
get
kind
that.
of a live, this is real life. This is
Yeah,
things coming and going, and people are talking, and Morgan's walking in and out, and
I love that. And the
sipping.
Max is barking. Joe wants in.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
love
Joe's
that.
got his train to let him in. So, but yeah, so I mean, it'll be real life, and but it was so much fun to just sit and chat with a friend and crochet, and we both just enjoyed it so very much. And of course, I knew we had to bring Dana and Darla into the mix.
Right, because
What would a
not to
lot
give
be?
anything away, but we are all actually working on a project for next year. So that's kind of what brought us together. We're all working on a project. We're all coming up with ideas for a project, and that will start next year with the 4 of us. So
And
that's kind of
that's
how,
how the Rad Girls became the
yeah,
project.
that's how it happened. You know, we came up with an idea, but we needed some experts involved.
Yeah. Dana and I can come up with ideas all day long. It's the
Yeah.
follow-through that's the problem. That's
Yes.
the problem. But
Yes.
yeah, so starting next Tuesday, and this is like super low key. And here's the other reason that we decided to do the 4 of us. I got to take Mr. to the doctor. I didn't want the show to disappear. So,
Right.
you know, there's always going to be maybe not all the 4 of us, maybe only 1 or 2 of us. Just from week to week, it could be a different combination. But something
Right.
else that Amber had said to me one time is she's got what she calls her Robin blanket, and it's a blanket that is easy for her to work on, and she does it while she's watching bingo.
Oh, it's
And
her bingo
it's a bingo
blanket.
blanket, yeah. And so she says anytime she's watching me during a live, she picks up her Robin blanket and she works on it. It's just an easy stitch and boom, boom, boom. And I know I've mentioned this before. I can't crochet during a live because I got to count, and everything I'm working on right now, thank you, Dana, is very difficult. Very intense, very counting, very pattern reading intense. Everything I'm working on is like that right now. And so, yes, I am behind on Columbine. And so, I gotta find a project that I can work on during this series of lives, because I literally, oh, let's start something new. Actually, I do. I've got a knitting project that I
Okay.
think I can do.
Sally, the Rad Girls.
RADD.
RADD. So Robin, Amber, Darla, and Dana will be going live at, okay, so that's going to be 10 a.m. Pacific,
Yes.
11 a.m. Mountain, 12 p.m. Central, and 1 p.m. Eastern on Tuesdays. Bye, Julie. Oh, so good to see you. So good to see you again. Haven't talked to my Julie for a long, long time. Last time I talked to Julie, I was driving up the coast of California one night. Bye, sweetie. I remember that conversation.
Yeah. Rad Girls lunch break.
Rad Girls lunch break. Yes. Robin, Amber, Darla, and Dana.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that I use StreamYard. Does Darla use StreamYard?
Well, if not, I'll teach her.
Okay, there you go.
Luckily, it's free. Just a number of hours. I think it's 20 hours a month.
Okay. I don't know. I'm on free. So yeah. And Of course, if I host, I can't. Well, I don't know that I can while I'm driving to use StreamYard. We'll see. We'll play with it. But I won't be crocheting most of the time. I will be driving.
But you know, we that never has never stopped you from talking.
Right.
We have noticed.
Yeah, I can talk. What are you trying to say, Robin?
She's a great multitasker. Is she not?
Yeah, I can talk. Cannot interact. But so I think it's best if Robin or Darla does the hosting while I'm driving, but you know, I can figure out how to do that from my phone if I need to with StreamYard.
Yeah, I'm doing this now. It's really, once you have the, you know, you just set up the link like I just did just now. I set that link up, and so it's, you know, it's good to go. Then when it's time to do it, you just go in there and turn it on. Look at you.
Oh, we're done. Yay.
Wow, that's amazing. I have not even started my second set. Every time I think, okay, I've got time to do it now, and then like she dropped the new, although it doesn't look that hard. This one doesn't look that hard. And
okay.
I'm caught up on my other little disease. Oh, the note from the designer. This doesn't give anything away. It's vitally important that this is crocheted exactly as written.
Oh, great.
Multiple here will spoil your entire journey.
I need to grab some yarn now.
The pictures are better on this one. You can actually see the stitches.
Okay. Okay. So I'm going to determine my colors for the acanthus now. Yay! I need a piece of paper. I think I'll use this one. Yes. Okay.
So yep, that's our big thing. And yeah, we're starting next week. And as you can see, the people involved don't even know what's going on. So that's how organized this thing.
Right. It's going to be real. It's going to be real.
Real loose.
I am going to. I already promised her I would try not to swear at other drivers. Screaming outbursts during the live.
Screaming is fine. Screaming outbursts is fine. That's why we love Dana. And we love her action with other drivers. However, swear words must be kept to a minimum.
Yes.
Like 0.
Yeah. Let's try not to start. Yeah.
The minimum.
Try not to do that.
Nightbot will not be happy with us.
No.
But I'm very excited about this. It was so much fun to just sit and crochet with the lady, with Amber the other night, and just sit and visit and chat and not have a real agenda for stuff, and just, oh my gosh, did you guys see so-and-so's new video this morning? Make sure you go over there. You know, it's just like I said the other day. Of course, you guys know me in names. Mikey and the Crochet Crowd. He's got that new little video where you can sign up to win. I think it's 120 skeins of yarn. You just take a picture of yourself in the yarn aisle at the store. Make sure either Bernat and Red Heart shows up in that picture, and submit it to, you know, on his little thing. It was 2 days ago, I think. Go grab. That's exactly the kind of things we're going to be talking about. And that's a real thing, by the way. Make sure you go do that. It was 2 days ago that he posted that. That's the kind of fun and exciting things we're going to be talking about.
Right.
The new Mary Maxim sale that showed up. Or I'm going to be complaining bitterly that Amber gets her Mary Maxim Crochet of the Month 2 weeks before I ever get mine. Why is that? Why is that a thing? It is a thing. It is absolutely a thing.
Okay. Bye, Ellen.
I smell cinnamon toast. Morgan must be up. Yep. She always makes cinnamon toast. I haven't even had my coffee yet, Miss. Hope you know. I need.
Julie already got me my coffee this morning.
I'm gonna get coffee. 1 second. Hold on. I'll be back.
Probably cold.
Huh? Yeah, I gotta put my stuff in it.
It's probably cold.
Yeah. I love putting it in here, but I didn't put that in.
I'm figuring out what I'm gonna do for the acanthus.
Oh, it's just coffee, so I'm trying to use up my powder stuff. I know.
Okay, I'm gonna do night. I don't know. Am I doing night? That's blue haze. Okay, so cranberry and rose. Okay. The first part of the acanthus, I'm gonna do night and buttermilk and ecru. I got ecru right here, and I need the buttermilk. Buttermilk. So there's this thing going on at work. I love Win the Wall. Okay, that's cool. All right. Thank you, Pamela. Okay, so buttermilk brings me to another story. There's this thing going on at work. First of all, when I cheat and eat a donut, I love buttermilk bars. If you don't know what a buttermilk bar is, look it up.
Buttermilk bar donut.
Buttermilk bar donuts. So a couple times now, I've been promised a buttermilk bar when I've done a favor for the planner, and it has never come to fruition. It has never happened. I have never been given a dang buttermilk bar when I walk into, operations after I've done this favor, which basically means, Dana, we want you to bend over and grab your ankles, and we'll pretend like we're grateful. And so Dingman no longer works for the company. Dingman at one time said, yes, I will make sure you get a buttermilk bar for doing this favor. Long story short, he never got me a buttermilk bar.
Oh, and she's going to whine about it till the end of time.
I am. And then, Jamie's here. Hi, Jamie. Jamie's Hooked is here, you guys. So anyway, my little toddler of a DM dispatcher says, the planner promises you do this favor for us in Southern California, she will get you a donut. I said, not just any donut there, Danny. It has to be a buttermilk bar. Now, let me explain to you guys why Dingman resigned one day and walked out. It was in shame. I've decided, because he never followed through with my buttermilk bar. I said, Danny, don't be a Dingman. And guess what? I'm going to start calling him Danny Dingman.
No buttermilk.
Danny Dingman, because I showed up in the yard after, doing this favor in Southern California. No buttermilk bar. And I said, I want your resignation right now on my desk. Still no buttermilk bar. Okay, I'll have it for you when you get back from your home time. Pfft. I'm not even going to remind him. Nope. Oh, I have one new message. Let's see. Pre-plan.
Because you leave tomorrow, right?
Well, I'm getting back to the yard today. Okay. I'm picking up a load going to Ontario, California.
Oh, funsies.
I'm going to put on here, Danny. Don't be a dingman. I'll be in the yard this afternoon. Wink, wink.
I really do like buttermilk bar. Actually, you know what the buttermilk bar kind of reminds me of? I think it's the same flavor as the cruller.
I think it's more like the old fashioned.
Yeah,
Not,
yeah,
not the cruller.
not the cruller, the old fashioned. It's the same flavor. It's like an old fashioned, but in bar form. And they are I love the old fashioned. The only thing
Yes.
better is the chocolate old fashioned, the one with the chocolate frosting.
Yes. And they do that to some buttermilk bars, but I think it.
Yeah, no, the buttermilk bar needs to just be plain.
Yeah, yeah, plain or the very, very thin glaze. They put a very light glaze on it, and that's fine. I would take it absolutely plain.
Mm-hmm. Nope, you are 100% correct. 100% correct. That is. And somebody mentioned in here they hadn't seen one. Yeah, Jamie said you never heard of them. I don't think they are completely common. I don't think that I've ever seen one in like a grocery store bakery.
No,
actual.
This is a fancy donut.
Shop. Yeah,
this is a fancy donut. Yeah.
So, an actual donut shop to get that. But it's fabulous. But yeah, even you know, as a replacement, probably would be acceptable to our Queen Dana would be the old fashions.
And I've done that when Voodoo Donuts in downtown Portland. I went to order donuts, and there were no buttermilk bars. I went with an old fashioned.
Did they not have any left, or did they just not do them?
I don't know what they're doing. I even called them and said, "What's the deal? It's not, on your menu." "Oh, we're out." "What are you out of?" You make them from scratch. What are you out of flour? What the heck?
Yeah. We don't donate.
Yeah. So I read an article that the buttermilk bar was developed, I want to say in the 50s or 60s in Southern California. This is like an LA donut.
Really?
Originally, yeah. And it grew from this one little mom and pop bakery. It just grew.
Yeah, they'll do that sometimes. It's really interesting how that works.
Right.
Is it the Pinky Dog? Something like a Pinky Dog, I think is what it's called. Same kind of thing with a hot dog from LA. She ended up.
Really?
Yeah. Pinky Dog. I think that's what it was. Pinky Dog. Coming from our side of the country, I've never had a real White Castle burger. And
I never have either. And they're famous.
Well, they're very famous on the East Coast. And
yeah.
Even when we drove up the East Coast, that was one of the things I wanted to get. And we were never in a place where we saw a White Castle, or I would have made him gone out around. I'll tell you what, those of you who have truck driver husbands, they are forever and always a truck driver. You will be, and you know this, you will be on vacation and he won't want to go somewhere because it's out of route miles. Out of route driving. So it took a long time for me to get this out of route thing out of his head.
Yeah. But, that's a tough thing.
Yeah.
We got to plan.
Yeah, that's a new thing in Dallas area. And in Denton, they've got a new 24-hour donut place with all the specialty donuts. And for some reason, Hypnotic Donuts is sticking in my mind. And I'm wondering if they put one in there as well. But I haven't been there because they've been open over a year and it's still always crowded. Always crowded. But Yeah, so I've never had a White Castle. That is one of the things. And I know you can buy them in the freezer at the grocery store, but that's not the same.
No.
I want to get an actual White Castle burger from an actual White Castle. Let's see. I wonder if they have. Does anybody here? Because you guys know everything. Is there White Castle in Miami or Orlando? Because I am going to be there in the spring.
Hi, Seagal.
Lemon truck.
Freeze baby fiber. She's in Florida.
White Castle.
Of course, we could look it up, but it's way more fun to ask you guys these things.
Right.
Yeah, I see you showing off your bag of squares. I'm ignoring you.
No, I'm not showing off my bag of squares. What I'm showing off is that I just created a bag for the acanthus.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So I'm going to start the acanthus.
Well, I have to finish what I'm working on right now that I can't show anybody.
Okay, yes.
And then I have to move on to the next part of this that I can't show you. So I'm going to sneak there.
There you go.
There. I mean, so I can show you that much. There. That's all I can show you of that. It doesn't look horrifically, horribly, awful, wrist slicing hard. Part of it's because I'm getting used to her vocabulary and her rhythm and that kind of stuff. And so that's making things ever so much better. It's almost.
I need. Here we go.
Yeah, and the funny thing about the White Castle burgers is I actually understand they're not that great, but they're just a fun little slider.
Yes, they're the original slider.
I like sliders because I can't eat a whole lot at one time, and I
Hello from California. I'm headed there.
Cali. No,
I'm headed there. I got a load. That's what I was checking on my app. I got a load, paper load going to Ontario.
Okay, paper?
Yeah.
Okay.
There is a White Castle in Miami.
There's a White Castle in Miami.
Wow. So you guys can experience
I'm going.
White Castle.
I'm going. Because we're going to spend one night there. So Cruise A this year, Cruise A is out of Miami. So we got to fly to Miami. So we'll fly there one day early. Always. That's a tip. If there's any new cruisers in here, always fly in one day early before your cruise. And you guys know, you guys have seen all the horrific flight stuff that has happened this year, but that's always been a thing. Always fly in one day early. And
so SMH Crochet, I was just talking about a load that I did a favor for somebody, and they owed me a buttermilk bar donut for doing it, and they didn't give it to me. I went down the 15, headed, you go past Lake something, and the town starts with a T where I delivered. And I always forget Temecula. I went to Temecula here in the last couple weeks.
To not the Walmart, you went to the Costco.
Costco, yes. I delivered at the Costco.
We had to look up their hours.
Yeah. That's right.
Are they still going to be open?
Yeah. Temecula, yes, that's right.
SMH, what does SMH stand for?
Yeah, we all want to know. Temecula. Okay, here's me doing a magic circle.
See, now magic circle. I tell you guys about my memory all the time, and everybody thinks, because I see SMH in thingies all the time. People will go SMH, and I'm like, okay, I know it's a abbreviation for something, but I never could quite figure out what it was.
Right? They owe me like
Thank you for
2
telling me.
buttermilk bars.
They owe you a dozen buttermilk bars. But the magic circle is one of those things that I have to look up every single time I go to do it because I can't remember. I can remember wrap it around, stick your needle through, pull it down. Now what do? I can't remember that other step. So I have to take a picture and
Because
look.
you have to twist it. For
Yeah,
some reason, it is not happening for me right now.
and
Oh, Carrie's doing the rosewood. Cool.
oh, have you started today's new section yet? Carrie, have you started the new section? I love that SMH. I love that. I've seen it. I just didn't know what it exactly stood for. Thank you for teaching me.
Yes, we just learned something because I had no idea.
And I tell my people all the time, there's not a single live I go on where I don't learn something from you guys.
Right.
Well, I remember it, not necessarily, but I always learn something. I do the 4-shaped magic circle. Jamie's hooked. Oh. Have you heard of that, Dana?
No.
The 4-shaped magic circle.
I'm
Well,
just doing this one. Up. Three.
Yeah, but my memory is so bad. And, somebody the other day, who was I talking to? It might have been Miss Darla. Because I was telling her how I can't remember something and I have to look it up every time. And she was quite concerned. She said, is this a new development? And she, I think she was worried that maybe there was a little strokey thing happening.
Little cognitive issue.
Yeah, little cognitive thing. And honestly, it's been happening as long as I can remember. Yeah, I have a memory thing that's been happening as long as I can remember. So I don't know. I don't know how helpful that is, actually. Yeah,
Swiss cheese memory. Yes,
that's a good way to describe it. Because, and what I was saying is, I was doing something the other day where it was a half double crochet, and I was literally doing rows and rows of half double crochet, and then I would go, oh my god, I don't remember how to do it, and I would have to look at a picture. Oh yeah, okay, that's it. It wasn't like, oh, I haven't done a half double crochet in a few months, I better look and make sure I'm doing right. I have just done 30 of them, and now I don't remember how to do it. So wow. It's a little scary. I'm afraid it's a forebearing of my future. I've had a couple of memory tests with my doctor to get like a baseline, and he, but that was 10 years ago. And he said that, it was fine. But I see more and more of this kind of thing. And it's like that with the magic circle. I've done it. I don't do it every day. I do, every few months I have to do one, and I have to look it up every single time. With crochet, typically it's, I don't know. There's no even, I find myself looking up stitches. I can do a double, no problem. Every now and again, I have to look up a single because I can't remember how to do it.
I'm having a fit.
I see that. We're enjoying it tremendously.
Starting over on that one. I screwed up my invisible join.
Hi, Miss Wanda. I just sent your package out yesterday. How are you doing, sweetie? I feel so bad for you.
I shared your picture with her, and
I didn't get to see it.
Oh, you didn't get to see? I shared it with Leslie, our other truck driver, because she knows.
Yeah. Well, and Mr. He's like, oh my God. SMH, maybe that's it. I'm second guessing myself. It's not that I can't remember. I'm just like, oh crud, am I doing that right? Oh yeah, it is. Because sometimes and sometimes it's the left hand, right hand thing. You know what? Some of you may know that Dana and I are doing this training thing
Yeah,
from
we're
Selena
taking
Baca.
crochet classes.
Taking crochet classes on Sundays. We're taking a crochet class, and then every Sunday every Sunday we meet for a brief live, a 10 to 15 minute live.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
What was it? 2 hours last time?
Yeah, something like
But it was
that.
really good information. It wasn't just 2 hours of chit chat. It was 2 hours of really good talking and questions, a question and answering. It was very, very good. Jamie, I'll tell you what happened. I was lucky enough to have Miss Selena Baca on my show. She did an interview with me on my show, and she gifted me her beginning crochet class because we had had a discussion about how those of us who have crocheted the better part of our lives, or several years or whatever, and picked things up back in the day and learned from great grandma Susie, maybe we cut some corners, or maybe we didn't always learn things correctly, or maybe just like I'm saying, I can't always remember the right way to do something, so I have to go look it up. And so she gifted me that class, and I was so grateful. And so the one I'm doing is a very beginner crochet class. In fact, last week the subject was making a slip knot. That's how beginner it is. But I am learning. We've talked about yarn, we've talked about hooks, and so I'm learning a lot. And then Miss Dana happens to be taking, right, Jamie? Miss Dana happens to be taking a class on yarn. What are you taking a class on?
Yarn mastery. And there are, okay, so you guys should know she is teaching to standards, to the Yarn Craft Council standards, to crochet standards. She is teaching because of her background is similar to ours. You know, we learn as children, and then, you know, we learn with a lot of holes in our education. And then as an adult, she's like, wait a minute, you can do what with crochet? And so her journey has been, you know, similar to ours, except for she went on. She actually became, you know, a very big part of, you know, I think she was an editor for an online crochet magazine. And she has classes. Now, I am in the middle of the Yarn Mastery, which is part of my membership. Hi, Ty. So I spend $29 every 3 months, which is less than $10 a month. And I have access to this Yarn Mastery, the learning module. And then I actually paid for the crochet like skills enhancement.
Yeah,
It's not the beginner course. It's like it's the skills enhance. Okay, I've got it right here. I can look up the correct name. Yes. And being a member of the American Crochet Association is, in my opinion, here it is, the best way to improve our skills. So, you know, I believe the Yarn Mastery and, you know, that particular set of learning modules are included in the membership, along with like monthly crochet like challenges, crochet alongs, and they're all meant, you know, her patterns are meant to be they are meant to be teaching patterns. Like I did a basket a while back. It's cute. It is cute. And because it's like I do standing stitches, I do chainless foundations and invisible joins and magic circles. I can do crochet in the round, blah, you know, but I did that pattern and I learned. Okay, so here's my opinion on that, Laura. That's fine as long as you're not passing it on. Mm-hmm. As long as it's just yours and you have no desire to pass on the art of crochet, that is your artistic, that is your creativity, as Mikey describes it. If you're doing something like that, That is your creativity, and that is wonderful. That is your artistry. That's
Mhm.
great.
And
But
and
there
I agree.
needs to be standards.
And I have said the same thing with both my crochet and my knitting. I've screwed something up so badly, it's a new thing. And that's fine. And if this is how I make this stitch and I do it like this every single time, then that's how I make this stitch. However, when I'm trying to make something like this, and this is an example. Note from the designer. You need to do this exactly as written, or the rest of this pattern is not going to work out. You better do it right. And that's when knowing these little tricks and things is important. And what I was going to say is I'm very interested in seeing how she teaches us to deal with our ends.
Right.
I'm looking forward to that. Look who's here. It's Miss Amber from Fostering Crochet.
She's one of the Rad Girls.
One of the stars of our upcoming Rat Girls show, which
She's
premieres
a
next
Rad
Tuesday.
Girl.
It's one of the Rat Girls. Hi, Amber. She's going, oh, dear God, what have you done now?
Oh, I'm in the wrong thing. Duh.
And a lot of times, yeah, backbeat rhythm, I understand completely because I often do things wrong, very, very
Right.
often.
Right.
And yes. So, Amber, we just had sort of an impromptu announcement that our first show is next Tuesday. So I'm letting you know because this is how I let Dana know. Surprise! Our first show is next Tuesday at noon Central. That's noon your time, correct? Correct, Amber?
Rad Girls.
Rad Girls. Where's my palms? Rad Girls.
If only I was.
Sometimes when we struggle with a pattern, it's because we're not doing something that is appropriate. We are not doing something right because the way we learned it wasn't right. And for me personally, I'm starting to teach the grands how to do this, and I don't want them to struggle. I want them to be able to learn the stitches correctly. I want to be able to answer their questions. Why do we do it this way?
Right.
Why is this not working? Why do I have this weird little thing here? And how can I get rid of it? And a lot of it is just knowing all the little tricks and things. And
why when I join in the round and then I turn around, I join with a slip stitch and then I turn around and count my stitches. Why is there an extra stitch?
Yeah.
Why?
Hello, Kim. Why don't we count the slip stitch when we're counting our stitches? There's a stitch there. Why when we're doing the chain at the end of the thing do we not? So why do we count it sometimes and sometimes we don't? Those are the things that we learn and need to know the reason for.
Right.
It makes us better crocheters. And
yes.
I feel, and this is my personal opinion, y'all can tell me to jump in the lake, wouldn't be the first time. I feel like when I know how to do something correctly, the product turns out better and it gives a better name to crochet.
And when I learn something correctly after I've been doing wrong, it opens up my ability to do other projects.
Mm-hmm.
It opens up my ability to understand other patterns.
Yeah.
So doing the Hooked on Sunshine, Ardith and the Phoenix so changed my life. And I have Julie kept in stitches to thank for that, because she's the one who introduced those patterns to me, and why the Crochet Wars of 2020 happened, and why I did the Ardith and the Phoenix, and now I'm doing the fruit garden and I'm not having any problem because I did those. And I couldn't have done those 5 years ago.
I couldn't have done, and I couldn't even think of doing it without your help and without Amber's help. that first week with the mystery, and Mister will tell you, I'm like, this ain't happening. This is not happening. I'm throwing this away. I am done. I have spent 4 hours fighting with this one row. I'm done. I was almost in tears. And I
Right.
connected up with Amber. And the thing is, she instinctively understood the stuff that I was couldn't understand. And then we got to the next session, and I'm like, oh, you just do this and this. And she fought and fought and fought with that. And so it's different people understand different things differently. And
Right.
so it's so important that we have a solid base. And I think that's one of the things with, yeah, we interpret, oh, don't we ever interpret writing differently? But
Right.
this has been eye-opening for me. I probably won't do another one of these mystery things again, just because I've got so many things on my list that I need to do.
That you
But
want to do.
that
you want to do.
Oh gosh, yes, that I want to do. My
Right.
list, just my list of projects this year that I already have planned is more than a year's worth. I mean, we're in January and I'm behind already.
And that is why, Ty, I have been there, but now, especially with these classes through the American Crochet Association, I feel more equipped. I feel more capable of doing these more complicated patterns.
Mhm.
And a lot of times these complicated patterns like this Jane Crowfoot fruit garden blanket, she sets it up so that even the, and a crocheter with way little experience can understand it, not only with the written pattern, but with her playlist of videos.
And I'll be honest, had I actually watched it, if I wasn't on a live with Dana the day that I got stuck, I would have just gone and watched her video and I would have understood what I was stuck on. But I happened to be live with Dana and she's like, oh, you just do this. Oh, okay. But her patterns are very easy to understand. Jane Crowfoot's patterns are very easy to understand. They're very well written. And then you've got the backup of the video with it. So, because I'm with you, I can't, and I've been reading patterns my whole entire life. And then every now and again, you get one where it just flummoxes you. And so when you've got the video backup, I think it's important to know how to do both. But when you've got the video backup to say, okay, what am I doing wrong here? Oh, I see. Okay, great. I don't think we can rely on videos because I don't always have the ability to look at a video. I don't always have, I'm in the car and I'm crocheting. I can't be stopping and pulling up a video and trying to find that spot on the video and rewinding and rewinding and rewinding to see.
I get sick.
Yeah. And when I'm sitting here having a conversation with my friends, I can crochet, but I can't be watching a video. And I can glance down at my pattern to see what I'm supposed to be doing next, but I can't be watching a video. So I think it's important to be able to do both. But I absolutely like a video with a backup, especially for tricky parts in a pattern.
Right. I know a crocheter who refuses to look at the videos for these more complicated patterns because she has such an ego problem.
Oh, not me.
That she will not admit that looking at the video would make it easier for her because she has such and I'm not trying to be disparaging. She has such a hole inside of her that she has like this clinical ego problem. She needs to do little subtle things. She's a covert female narcissist, and she will target people in the crochet world to try to bring them down in other people's eyes to like gain popularity for herself. It's like she's dipping out of somebody else's bucket to fill her own bucket, but her bucket has a hole in it.
Oh,
Okay. So one of the symptoms of that is like these more complicated patterns. She either wouldn't admit that she looked at a video, or she refused to look at a video because she wants to innocently just say, no, I never had to look at a video. It was fine, you know, and that is really, she is not helping other people with that kind of mindset and with that kind of emotional thing going on with her. And I feel for her. I pray for her. I used to be just, you know, for what she did to me, but now it's like, I'm a happy person. But yeah, she would not admit that she watched it, or she refused to watch it. And, you know, good for her. If she actually did not have to look at the video, that's fine. But she does it in a way to push other people down.
That's too bad. There's a couple of things. There have been so many things pop up that I don't want to miss that people have said that are really good. Okay, somebody asked about the Tuesday thing. So it's starting next Tuesday at noon Central, and that's 10 o'clock Pacific. I feel like I'm pointing at people. Does this annoy people when I do this? This is just kind of me like going like this.
You're checking things off in your mind.
That's what I'm doing. Noon Central, 10 o'clock Pacific. And it's the Rad Girls lunch break. So the
Rad Girls,
Robin, Darla, Dana, Amber, is just kind of a sit and stitch kind of thing. Just think of it like that. Rad Girls lunch break. And so that's what's happening there. Somebody said, yeah, Rosebud. And as a rule, I don't do mystery crochet alongs because I want to know what I'm making. I've got enough stuff on my list that I know I want to make without making something I don't even know what it is. But this thing just sucked me in. It was the murder mystery portion of it that sucked me in, because I love those murder mystery dinners. I love them. Oh, Mr. Max is going to join us.
Hi, Max. Hi, handsome. He's so handsome. Photo bomber.
Wasn't on my schedule. Sorry, I'm late. He tried calling bed with me this morning.
Oh, yes.
No, that doesn't happen, does it, mister? Does it?
Oh.
So, but it was the murder mystery dinner aspect of this that sucked me in. And then when she came on my show, and I'm not plugging myself, but you guys want to see a good interview, go back and watch that show. It's
fascinating.
It's
fascinating.
There's room for both of us here. Oh, I guess we're done crocheting because now we have a giant dog in our lap. Let me just move this over here. Okay. Yes, I know. I understand. I know the process. Hang on. Oh. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna post the link to that live because
it was really good. She was fabulous. And it was funny because she's like reading this thing to us. And you know, people comment through these things, and all of a sudden it was just dead silence, and we're just all mesmerized listening to her. It was so funny.
Yes.
Yeah, that was funny. Okay, so yeah, go.
Bye, Kai.
So I understand completely, and I stay away from mystery crochet alongs for that very reason. And this one, talk about not looking at pictures. She's got pictures in this, and you can print it out with or without the pictures. And there are people doing it. And she said, if you truly want the mystery, don't look at the pictures. There is no way on God's green earth I could have done this without looking at the pictures. And even the pictures aren't helping me a whole heck of a lot. But I printed the pictures. And then at the end of each round, you can see where you are with that section in a picture. And I'm looking at that thing, and I'm enlarging it, and I'm trying to see where the stitches go. I do a lot of backwards counting on this. It's like, okay, yes. I know where this goes, so let's count back and see exactly where I'm supposed to start. Yes. Melanie, I do the exact same thing and I've done that like Miss Darla. She does a lot of, I love her patterns. She does a lot of patterns. She does video only. I don't think she writes any patterns out. But the repeats are typically easy enough to do. And I write the patterns out as well. I watch the whole video to see if there's anything weird. that I don't know how to do or am not going to be able to figure out. And then I start at the beginning, and as I do each section, I write it out, and then I'll crochet. And then when we get to the next new section, I'll write that out, and then I crochet. And I do that a lot of times when I'm watching someone's video, because for one reason, I don't want to have to, like I said, be stuck relying on a video and have to go back and try to find that spot. Oh, now that isn't to say I have not done that with something that's not clicking with my little pea brain, where I haven't slowed it down to 50% and watched it about 12 times and then go,
Oh yeah, I've done that.
That's what I'm supposed to do.
Yes, I've done that. There is a thermal stitch oven mitt from a lady who's passed on now, and the beginning of that it has killed me for years, and it took me sitting back there for about 2 hours, slowing it down over and over again, watching it to finally get the beginning of that thing started. And by that time, it's like, I'm over it.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Nate. Yeah, a lot of times I have to visually see a stitch, especially if it's something that I've not seen before, or if it's a combination stitch. They're doing, 5 or 6 different things. And it's very important where you start it. I need to see exactly what stitch that hook is going into, because usually it's 3 rows later where it's not going to work out. And
Right.
that's where I like a video or a photo. And so, yeah. And I am too. I'm a visual learner. I'm a very visual learner. And I didn't learn. I mean, I always knew that I understood things better if I read them. I used to be the person that I had to read instructions. Even if I saw it in a video, it wouldn't work. And I have morphed into a person that video instructions are better for me. You can't telling me instructions doesn't help me in the least. And gosh, I struggle when somebody tries to tell me how to do something. The other day when you were showing me how to do that invisible thing, and you told me, you're like, just do this and this and this, and I'm like,
yeah,
I don't understand. And finally you showed me, I'm like, oh, do, and that was it. I was done.
yeah.
So yeah, it's like I hear you, but the information doesn't process in here appropriately.
Right. Yeah.
That's a very good question. I've been wondering that myself. Miss Dana, are you going to be doing your driving lives again anytime soon?
Not anytime soon. I will do a pre-recorded one that's a premiere that I will sit and, where the driving video is going, but I'm actually sitting in the bunk at the end of the day, interacting with chat, doing it a premiere like that. And I probably won't do that for a while since we're doing this.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, I've done several of those. For now, that's what I'm doing.
That's Melanie. Yes, that's exactly my issue. Show me exactly where to put that hook on the beginning of this process.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And even on this, there's a lot of back loop only stitching. I can't find. On some stitches, the back loop is very prevalent. On other stitches, the back loop is not. It's hidden. So I'm just grabbing a stitch in the back and hoping it's going to work, because I think it's the half double crochet where it's really hard to see. Here I go again. The half double is either the one where it's very visible or it's really hard to find. But I can't find it at all. So I'm just cramming my hook in.
It's tough. It's kind of tough to find it when you're doing the hag stitch. Like you're doing the third and then you're doing the back loop and doing the third and doing the back loop. And you really got to get your mind, picking out, because you've really got to turn it. So yeah, it's the hag stitch made it kind of difficult to find your loops, but I like it.
Mhm. And yet, Jamie, it's not Dana's driving skills we're worried about. It's the other ding dongs that she has to explain the proper way to drive. What is the deal here?
And seriously, people make judgment calls about me seeing the chat. It's a scanning process that we're taught to do. So I can scan, I can, check front, sides, scan front, sides. It's a process. It's something that, we are actually taught to do.
Well, and you'll notice when she's doing it, if like for instance, Jamie, you just put up a comment that's about 3-4 lines long. She
Yeah, I'm
wouldn't
not going to see that.
writing, but she could
Yeah.
do one that's one line or
Right.
a question mark, or, that kind of thing. And you
Right.
can tell that when she's writing. But there's other people who don't know what's going on that have no problem putting a smart ass comment. I mean, an inappropriate comment about that.
Oh yeah, and they think they're going to get me in trouble with the company by making phone calls to my boss. It's like, whatever. Yeah. Good luck with that. My company, yeah, like I was talking to Jeff about that a couple months ago, and he goes, "Good Lord, we would have to pull over every truck on the road today."
Every truck out there. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Jamie. Some people, I don't consider that particular comment a swear word, but there are
Right.
people that do. And
Right.
so I try to be cognizant, and I try to be,
yeah, just aware, that might make somebody cringe.
Mm-hmm. And I don't want to offend anybody. I mean, there's words that other people say that are part of their everyday vocabulary that I go, dude, really?
Right. Yeah. It's like, can you speak English without dropping an F-bomb?
Exactly.
Crying out loud.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and that wouldn't bother me at all. But there are, and I know there's a lot of folks that we're very grateful that we have a lot of folks in here who homeschool, and so their kiddos are in the background, and so I try to be really aware of that when I'm speaking.
And you want to teach them how to speak,
mm-hmm.
how to have conversations without being a jerk. And I'm sorry, but dropping F-bombs all the time,
mm-hmm.
that's a jerk move.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, let's start over on this magic circle again, because you grabbed the wrong one. I'm going to make this my last magic circle and go start getting ready to
the fun stuff.
Yeah.
There you go. My mother was, and she ran a daycare for years. She did daycare and foster care. And so she didn't have any true swear words in her vocabulary. So there was an alternative to everything. And most of them were pretty good. And I'm sitting here trying to think of one, and I can't think of one.
I have one. I have one. Hang on a second. 4, 5.
Oh, she would say, "Son of a sea biscuit." That one came out a lot.
I have a friend. I love her dearly. Oh, sugar.
Yep.
Yeah, I just feel like it's very low class, and for right now, it's a big trend in all kinds of media to be low class because they think it's cool. I don't.
No, not at all. And Mr. doesn't. He's a non-swearing truck driver, and it's so funny. My late husband was a truck driver. He didn't swear either, and I do my best, but some days.
Oh yeah. And it's a matter of patience to learn not to. Mm-hmm. And I am better than I was, let's say, a year ago, but I'm not, there yet. I still, when somebody pulls a jerk move on the road, it's like, just let it go, because screaming and swearing at them, flipping them off, doing all the things that I do is not helping them be a better driver. Mm-hmm. By communicating with them how I feel about what they just did, Not going to change their driving a bit.
Yeah. Yeah, it absolutely inhibits.
It's stunting your vocabulary. I like that.
100%. But I still often feel in the moment that that the bowl lands on your foot, you need to have something to express.
Yeah. Oh, there goes one of the boys.
Yeah, we had a 40-pound bag of dog food tip over today, and it sounded like the wall came crashing down.
I know some people I don't have like an inner like restraint than some other people. Isn't that weird?
Yeah. Yeah, son of a sea biscuit. I don't know where that came from, but that was one of my mom's fiddlesticks. Oh, fiddlesticks. She would say
Fiddlesticks. That's a good one. That's a classic.
Like that. Yeah.
Okay, I'm trying to do the invisible join on this thing, and then that'll be the end of this. I'll have 4 of these done out of 8.
Hey, Stephanie.
Hi, Stephanie. Somebody type in the word lost.
Oh, shoot a duck. I like that.
Shoot a duck. That's cute. That's cute.
Yeah, a friend of ours says, "Oh, for crying in the night."
Yeah. Oh, Nightbot picking on Stephanie. That do not look right.
Yes, Bonnie, my mom used to say that. Or Jesus wept. That's another one here. Jesus wept.
Jesus wept is the shortest verse in the Bible.
Oh, did we get the garbage out? We did. Hooray for Mr. He's very good about that.
Still working on this invisible join on this 4th one. So 4 out of 8 centers will be done for the acanthus. I'll be back at work this afternoon. I still didn't bother. She just told us if we didn't stop, rip our arm out of the socket and beat us over. I love that.
Okay, I'm going to say something. I hope nobody's offended by it, because even my mother, who didn't swear, would say, "Quit your bitching."
Yeah.
She didn't consider that a swear word.
My dad said that all the time.
Lord, I've heard that before. Holy cow. Quit your bitching.
Lord love a duck. I say holy cow a lot.
I don't say any of those things.
You have a better vocabulary than I do. Yeah, Jesus wept is the shortest verse in the Bible.
Yeah. Boy, this puppy dog is just fast asleep on my lap, making sure I don't accomplish anything. And you wonder why I don't get anything done around here when you got a 125-pound dog in your lap.
Oh, he's such a sweet baby lap dog.
Yeah.
Dadgummit, that's right. Sweet baby lap dog. Oh, and here comes this one. He heard me talking baby talk. He's like, "That's for me. That means me. That means me. Here I come." Hi, mister. Hi, mister. I'm trying to finish this invisible joint, and I'm having a hard time.
Stephanie, she goes to the yard this afternoon, and then she's hitting the road in the morning, I believe.
Tomorrow afternoon.
Tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah.
Hessie's hash house. That's funny.
Hessie's hash house. I'll wash your mouth out with soap. I used, when Dooley would start sassing me, I would tell him, "I'm going to wash your mouth out with soap, mister." He was a sassy, sassy dog. I am going to need to go up in my magnification on these
Those glasses, yeah.
dollar store glasses.
What size do you have? I don't know. I can't see it.
1.75.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I use the 200 nowadays.
Oh my goodness. I'm about to go up.
Around. No, these are 175s.
Yeah.
I think my computer glasses are 175. Let me switch so I can read it and see what it says. These are two. My computer,
Okay.
the ones I have on now are 175, and they work just fine. So, but the twos are definitely a little better. These ones, there was a pack of 3. I don't know, pack of 3. And there are these delightful clear ones, and then there's a pair of solid black ones that look like Mr. Magoo glasses, and then there's a pair of brown ones. And I stole these from his daughter, and she's like, "I don't use these anymore. You want them? You betcha." And then somewhere I ended up with a pack of these. I think Costco. I can't read those. And when I'm at the computer distance, this distance when I'm doing the lives and stuff, my prescription glasses don't work a bit, not one bit. I can't see anything. So yeah, I can't see that at all. So
you had your grandpuppy over, Stephanie? She had her grandpuppy over on Monday. Oh, here he comes. I'm using the baby talk voice again. So here he comes. Sorry, dude. I'm right in the middle of finishing this center. Sorry, dude. Come here and get a little scratch, a little butt scratch. Stick that butt up there and I'll scratch it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. There you go. Okay.
You might not like the butt.
I do.
They like the ear scratches.
The what?
Ear scratches. They want their little ears scratched.
This one likes a whole body scratch.
Mm-hmm.
He's an equal opportunity scratch.
Whatever. Oh, Joe wants his belly scratch. You even reach over to do anything with him. Oh, you want to scratch my belly? Here it is. In case you want to scratch it, it's right here.
That's funny, Sally.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, the gulletry glasses. These ones. I'm like, where are they? Oh yeah, they're on my face. I want to say I got these at Costco. I like the design a little bit. Mr. Rover. Mm-hmm. Hi there. What's going on? Are you hanging out? You can put your pretty face up here, everybody would say hi. This isn't our live. That's why you didn't know about it. It's Miss Dana's live.
Yeah.
Dana,
It was a non-scheduled.
Yeah. We didn't know we were coming up here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank goodness we were dressed, huh?
Here's the one I throw at you. I'm going to throw it. Okay. So I've got 4 out of 8 centers done on the acanthus. Okay. Putting all of this away so it can go back on the truck. Yeah.
So you're going to take the sweater you just started. Is that going on the truck with you, or Darla's sweater on the truck?
No, the Darla sweater's on the truck. And I need to finish the, Mom was asking about it. The luck of the draw for her. That very Southwestern looking blanket I was doing in the thermal stitch. I need to finish that. Okay, all of this is going to go back in the big bag. Okay. And hopefully in the next week or 2, we'll do this again, fruit garden party, and we'll go on and check on everybody's progress. And I don't know where I'll be, but so on Tuesday, well, on Monday night, we got bingo. On Sunday, we got us going to school and talking about our crochet classes. Tuesday at 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern, we are doing the Rad Sisters live.
Rad Girls
Yay!
Live!
Rad girls, rad girls.
Rad
We're
Girls
gonna
Live.
charge-
And remember, this one will have a true time limit. This is not Dana and Robin chit chat time. This
Yeah.
is an actual true 45-minute lunch break time.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
Miss Amber has an actual limit of how long
Yeah.
she can hang out with us.
Something tells me Amber is way more disciplined than you and I.
Yeah. Well, she's
Okay,
got
you
some
guys.
of those ALBs that she has to
Yes.
actually go
Yes.
back to.
Robin, thank you for coming up here and explaining that to all of us. And thank you to everybody coming in and watching me get through some of my fruit garden. And I hope everybody's enjoying this. You guys have a great day. I love you guys. Bye-bye.
Oh, hang on. Okay, Jamie, I'll do that. Oh, maybe, can you do that?
Yeah, I can. I got it right here in front of me.
You know.
I got it right here in front of me. Here, home.
Thank you, Jamie. Yeah, make sure y'all come play bingo. Monday night bingo. Monday night bingo. We have a lot of fun.
Copy. Paste. Okay. Roaming with Rover, you guys. Okay. I love you guys. Bye-bye.
See ya. See you guys later. Toodaloo.